We're getting closer and closer to the end of this project. So we dug out the windshield, and fortunately it still had the screws, the original screws in. I've got most of them out. We'll clean up the threads and clean them up. Got one on the other side yet that's still pretty crusty, but we're going to go ahead and try to fit this windscreen onto the scuttle. Now the scuttle already has the 3 holes in from before. I do have the rubber gaskets that go there, and one of the things that I had to do, and I was sort of warned about this, is that the piping that I had in there before was too thick. So I had to, it fit fine on the other side, and on this side the scuttle just wouldn't come down tight enough because it was too thick. So that tells me that the dash, don't tell anybody else, is a little cockeyed. But the bottom line is I didn't have enough of this left from my fenders to do the dash, so I had to order another length of small green piping, and when that comes in we'll put it in place there. What we have done is we had to pull this gasket off because this gets nailed across the front, and we've got this sort of down where it goes, and there were a couple of holes here already, so we've kind of got it down where it goes. I think I already said that. And hopefully we can use those existing holes. The windshield will fit there, and we can bore through the wood underneath and bore the holes in there for the windshield mount and get the windshield so it can go off and on. And then we will wait for our parts to come in and fix that, and we'll be looking a lot better. Over here we're already fitted pretty well. We have I managed to find a skinny Englishman that could fit behind the steering wheel, and we got the car off of the Jenga blocks and down on pans, but before we put it on pans we had it on jack stands and fired it up and put some coolant in it and put it in gear and made the wheels go round. So that's progress. Really, we get the windshield fitted on there, and we don't need the windshield to do this, but it's pretty close to time for a test ride. Got a few little odd small jobs to clean up. One of the things I have to do is tighten the bolts down there and the spring bushings in the rear suspension. Now that the car is sitting on its wheels and sitting on the suspension, we'll go ahead and tighten those up and put cotter pins in there. We've got a paper tag hanging down there to remind us that we need to do that. See that we've got a wire hanging off under the dash, so we better figure out where that goes before we get too far along with the scuttle, because once we put this on there, tough to get up under that dash to work. We had one hiccup, to be honest with you. When we fired it up with the coolant, we had some dripping, and it took a while to figure out where the dripping was coming from. It appeared to be coming from that hose, and of course we thought perhaps it was running out from under that clamp, and we tightened that clamp as tight as we could get it and didn't fix it. And upon further investigation, it was actually that clamp up there was a little loose. So we got that cured. We got nothing pouring out anywhere. We should be good to go, but we'll find out. Oh boy, we got a windshield. I've been looking at this thing so long without the windshield. I'm not sure I like it on there. I probably, had it to do again, didn't have a windshield, I'd probably put the little Brooklyn's screens on there. But there again, this is set up for the top. It's got the windshield wiper mechanism on it, and I can't get it to move here yet. Of course, I don't have it fastened tight to the car yet. I'm going to have to sort out the windshield wiper motor here, maybe put some power to it, see if I can make it work, and got to finish cleaning up the windscreen. It's been sitting around for quite a while, but that's a big change in the appearance of the car for sure. So we're getting closer. I'm going to save the bonnet for last. We'll get through this. I've got to get that piping in here, this stuff, and get it on top of the dash and get the scuttle on, get all that windshield bolted down, all of that, and then we'll call our skinny English friend and take it for a test ride, and put the bonnet on it, and head for the car show, I guess. I don't know. I've got a little project here. I've had these stainless strips that ostensibly go in the door sills, and they're kind of nice in that they have that engine turn finish, and they've been curved to fit. I don't like the idea that they're so short, but that's what we've got, and sort of making new ones. If I was going to make some new ones, I'd sort of come from below that hinge all the way up to this rubber bumper, but then we wouldn't have the engine turn, and I don't have a shrinker stretcher to put that little curve in it, so we better just work with what we have. So we'll get those put in. That'll dress it up a little bit. But here we go. I managed to get all of these screws were in the mechanism sitting out in the storage area, and I managed to get all of them out except for one. There's always one that I broke, so I'll have to get a screw for that. We've got the gaskets, and you can see here that somebody originally had a rear view mirror mounted here probably, and that screw is obviously broken off. Don't know with this hole, but then they turn around and mounted a deal here. It's the same on the other side, but I may go ahead, and I found kind of a universal rear view mirror that I think will stand upright there and face the back. So I may go with that. There's a couple of holes in the top of the scuttle there, and I may look at doing something like that rather than hanging mirrors out here. And the stock mirror that I have with it is so bad, between the glass silvering being gone and the arm itself being so badly corroded, that I don't think I can use it. So we've got to work on that as well. But that's where we are until our green piping comes in. So we got our new piping in, same piping used around the fenders, and this fits much nicer. We're going to have to take the windscreen back off and take the scuttle back off and attach that piping. And I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to bring it right up to the edge of the chrome there. That seems to be the way that it fits the best. We're going to have to do a little work over here in the corner, probably tuck the material in behind the dash. We'll have to have a look at that when we get the scuttle back off. But that should trim that out nicely. The other stuff we had was too thick, So more work. Undo, do, and all of it getting us a little closer to a road test.